Welcome back, guys, to another Warframe 2024 playthrough episode. Last week, if you remember, we were going about collecting all of the weapons, the non-prime or non-variant weapon types, and for the most part, we've actually basically got all of them, so that's good. But we still need to gather up all of the resources for those. So there are a few weapons which I would like to get my hands on first before we go ahead and start resource farming. So I think I still want to get the Duviri Weapons. Oh, we can rank up. What do we need to do that? Ooh, an Orokin Catalyst. I wonder if I can somehow get a blueprint for that and craft it rather than waste 20 platinum on. I've basically sold out now of all of my stuff. Let me just check what I've got left. I've still got one Mara Detron for sale, so we're still got another 50 platinum we can get. I have been buying some other weapons with platinum. Ones that needed parts, and we're just going to take a stupid long time to farm. So that's why we are a bit low. Still need to keep crafting format, and I do also need to get my hands on the imprints for the last two companions that we're going to need. So lots of spending still to do. But yeah, this week I do want to get on and actually farm up the resources for the stuff we're going to need. So the other weapons that I want to get before we do that are going to be the Vitrica, which we can get by going into Nihil's area thing, and fortunately this week the cred offerings did offer us a key. As you can see, I've already bought that. We already had the oubliette in the ship, so we can go ahead and just start this. I'm just trying to recall what, if anything, I need to do this. I think I'm just going to stick with Titania Speed, but yeah, we'll just go ahead and get on with it, I think. Okay, so this fight is a bit lengthy and a bit dull. You just basically get glass and then you throw glass at this guy. Oh, I'm so dead. Oh, okay. And you try not to get hit by glass. That's also an important factor. I hit him in the foot. Nice. Let's go. Alright. So yeah, really not a lot left to get now. So there's the ones on Deimos that I do actually want to farm up. So that's the Sporothrix and the Aram Spinoza we need to get hold of. And I think that's basically all we can do at this point. Yeah, there's really not a lot else to get. We then just need to farm materials, and the materials we're going to farm, they will include the ones that we still need to research in the dojo. So I need to add on however much cryotic we're going to need, so that's probably going to be the majority of our time this week, I think, is just farming cryotic. So we need 71,125 for all of the weapons here. And then, let's see, we also need an additional 8,250 cryo for researching the weapons in the dojo. That doesn't include the Arcwing weapons like the Nux, which obviously are going to need another 20k cryo on top of that. Oh boy, it's going to be a long week. So we should probably just get on with it. Alright guys, so I've just been doing a bit of Duviri here, so we're very nearly done with this now. In fact, I've even farmed up most of the resources we're going to need. Ooh. No, mustn't do that. How have I got 48 pathos clamps now? I don't know how that happened. Oh, actually I do know how that happened. But never mind. Right, so why did I come here? I need Kulevo's archive, so now we should be able to get all of these. What was that? I didn't see what that was that came up just then, but get that and the stock. So that's good. That's another one I can tick off. And so now I think it is just one more normal Duviri experience, which I believe we have Volt Prime for, and also the Volcar Wraith, which should do the trick just fine. And then I need to farm up a load of Rune Marrow. Ooh, extra corrosive damage? Yeah, we'll take that. It's a nice start, I guess. So let's head through here. Get our Volt Prime. I think we'll probably just do the Eidolon build again. That's what we usually do. So Volcar Wraith. We'll take the Hair Spa, sure. Oh, actually, Vastalok. Maybe we don't have a build for the Vastalok, so maybe we'll just keep the Volcar Wraith. And then I guess we'll have to take the Quartz over the Grimoire. Ooh. One-shotting. I only need 3-day boosters because I'm actually not going to be here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. So yeah, just the first 3 days of the week will do. So let's get the 3-day resource booster and the 3-day resource drop chance booster. Nice. All right, and we'll start off with getting all of the rune marrow that we need. So circuit, let's just pick some random weapons here. Strun and Latron. Steel Path. Ooh, 3-day mod drop chance booster. That's actually definitely worth getting. Yeah. Good week to get that. Let's get on with it. So the fun thing about Chroma and Steel Path Circuit, or just Circuit in general, is that its third ability, Vex Armor, stacks very well with the decree that gives you ability strength based on armor. Because obviously it provides you with armor, and when armor provides you with ability strength, you get more armor because you have more ability strength. So you basically just instantly get the max possible additional ability strength. You can see in the top right there we're on 500%, so we've got an additional 2,313% armor, and we have an additional 1,952% weapon damage. So yeah, we can basically just carry this on forever. I'm an indestructible, and I've got Smite on my first as well, which is what you're seeing here. And the additional 500% ability strength on that basically allows me to, clear out all these enemies. And it will allow me to clear out all of these enemies because it scales with enemy health. For the remainder of this circuit round. So yeah, Chroma, exceptionally good at this. If you didn't see my Duviri max out videos from the last series, take a look at those because it goes into a bit more detail on these kinds of fun interactions. But either way, we should easily make it to, we'll just make it to rank 6 or tier 6 on this Steel Path circuit, so we can get the, mod drop chance booster, and then we can begin sort of farming all the other stuff we need. We're already up to 44 rune marrow, so we don't need to collect any more of that in here. Oh, and another fun thing with Smite as well is that it interacts with weapon swap damage. So if you continuously weapon swap, you actually get twice the damage at least. So that's fun. Alright guys, so I got up to halfway through rank 5 with Chroma, then we hit Excavation again, and I'm just not sure I could do another Excavation mission. So I went back in, we got Titania, just did quick 3 rotations, and we should be up to rank 6 now, which will get us this 3-day mod drop chance booster. So we now have, resource booster, resource drop chance booster, and a mod drop chance booster for 3 days, while we farm all of these resources, which is fantastic. So we are going to take a break now because we're going 3 hours today, which is just too much. I need to stop. But we're ready, so I'll be back on and we will get going with all of the resource farms that we need to do. Alright guys, so first things first, we need to gather up the resources for getting the stuff researched in the dojo, because obviously we don't want to gather up every single resource we possibly can and then craft all the weapons we've got, but then have to wait 3 or 4 days for, the weapons in the dojo to finish crafting. So we're going to get all the resources for that first. So just to run through that, we're going to need 4,800 Oxium, 3,000, I already did this one, 8,250 Cryo. We're going to need 3 Gorgaricus, or whatever they are, spores, so that's going to take 2 seconds, and 5,000 Mutagen. So I just thought I'd give a quick kind of rundown of the Khora build that we're still going to be using. So a bit of casting speed and then just pure health on here. the build itself, pilfering Strangledome, accumulating Whipclaw, and then basically, yeah, between 120 140% range, highest possible efficiency, and maximum duration, and that is basically where we're at. I don't think you need to do anything more than this. Should be just fine. I put Toxin Resistance on at the moment because we are going to be going against Infested first. And then on the pole, we now have our Riven mod to use, obviously, which gives us additional crit damage and crit chance. Although that looks like it might have come down slightly. I wonder if the disposition got brought down a bit. Who knows? So yeah, we're going to go ahead and give this a shot. Okay, so I think I have managed to get very lucky with my surrounding tile sets here. See, I'm at 4,360 kills, 20 minutes in. And yeah, you can probably tell just by the numbers coming up the amount of infested units we've got coming in here. So I'm probably just going to stay here as long as I possibly can. I don't know how long that's going to be. I don't know if any of you have tried farming these 5,000 mutagen mass on solo, but it can take a very long time, and we're talking like, you know, sometimes tens of hours if you're not lucky. So yeah, I could be in here a while. I do actually have a bit of time on my hand, and that's the first time I've gone down, but I was being very careless. So yeah, I do have a bit of time on my hands, so I could stay in here for a couple hours at least, I think. Just trying to get as much as possible to begin with. That should net me at least over... Well, I hope with a Kavat buff, and I have only had one Kavat buff so far, but maybe with a couple more, I could get over the 2k mark in this one run. It is very good spawn rate, so yeah, we'll have to see.
Alright guys, so that last little bit you just saw there, that was actually the end of the second run. My cat was a bit more amenable there. So we managed to get quite a few mutagen samples. We're up to our 5,000 now. Total farming time was about 4.5 hours. Which isn't actually too bad. I've had worse. So I've moved on now. It's a new day, as you can probably tell by my voice. It's quite early in the morning before work. We are now moving on to getting the remaining Oxium we need for the dojo bits at least. So that's going to be 1,500 Oxium we need. We can almost certainly do that in one run. This looks like it might be quite a nice spot. Alright, 1,400, that's probably enough. Let's get out of here now. I think for purely Oxium farming, perhaps... what is it? The one on Pluto, what is it, Palace? I think that's probably better for just pure Oxium farming, because on here, the spawns get a bit buried with all the other sort of special Juno units. But we're going to need to do some farming here anyway, probably for Hexanon, neural sensors, all that stuff. How much of that do we need, actually? Hexanon we need 1,260, so probably close on that. Neural sensors we only need 23, so we're fine there. Alright, so we've nearly got the cryo that we need. And good timing too. We're about at the point where we're getting a bit too many Eximus units to handle. In fact, let me just check. That was a... It wasn't? It was. Oh, it's up here. Uh-oh. Let's see how much we do have, actually. Whoa. 4,836. This one takes us to 5k. So another 2 or 3 after this should do it. I'm not getting any power cells right now, which is a bit of a shame. Okay, 6,132 cryo done. So we should have the Oxium, the cryo. I got the spores earlier, so Mutagen's done now, so let's pop back down to our dojo. There was a rank up in our clan, so I managed to net myself another 10k endo off of that, which is nice. Let's just check Energy Lab first. I think this is actually basically all done now. Oh no, we need Galaxian, so let's start that. So Biolab, let's have a look in here. The HEMA, here we go. Ooh, plastids we're going to be running low on, I think. 5,000 mutagen samples used up in one go. That's just filling me with joy. I might replicate a few of these as well, actually, although they're 10 mutagen samples each, so maybe not. Alright guys, so I've actually now gathered up the raw materials from the Plains of Eidolon, but on top of having to get even more cryotic for the production of all the pyrol we're going to need, or the pyrotic alloy, we also need a load of oxium for all of the oroxium alloy that we're going to produce as well. So we need an extra, I think it's like 12,000 oxium. So hence I'm back on Jupiter, and I'm going to keep farming Jupiter until we have the rest of the materials we need for Jupiter. So, you know, the rest of the alloy plates and the hexanon and all that good stuff. And then I think we'll probably go over to Pluto and farm there, because I'm pretty sure that the oxium income is better and it lasts for longer. So yeah, I'm just going to crack on, guys. Honestly, there's nothing else for us to do this week other than just farm like crazy. So that's what we're going to do, and I'll probably be skipping quite a lot because, yeah, this really does take hours and hours and hours. So yeah, just going to carry on. So this is something that's starting to piss me off a bit. I've had this now in 2 cryo missions, but there's just these invincible, untouchable enemies. They're not affected by anything. You can see that they're kind of chained. It looks like Venaris maybe attacked them and they've become bugged. But they can still do damage. Which is a problem because I can't kill them, but they can kill my excavators. And they don't seem to pay any attention to any other enemies or get distracted, so anytime I get like more than one show up, I have to get out because, yeah, it's just impossible to carry on. It's just invincible enemies killing my excavators and I can't do anything about it. Oh. I swear, since I started doing the resource gathering phase of this playthrough, the amount of bugs I've encountered, like on Duviri, in Railjack, just everywhere, there has been so many bugs. Yeah. Oh well. I'm just going to get enough cryotic to craft all the pyrol I'm going to need. And then hopefully, yeah, we'll get all the oroxium, all the pyrol crafted. We can tick off everything then from the Plains of Eidolon. Okay guys, so we're coming towards the end of the episode here. I just want to quickly run through kind of where we're at. You can see I've started filling this out now, so our Plains of Eidolon materials are all green across the board. We got all the oroxium we needed, which took a while, along with all the pyrotic alloy we need as well, which also took a while. The cryo and oxium needed for both of those things was mad. We have everything we need from the Orvalis now as well, which is great. And where we have, like, you know, Goblite Tears, everything that's actually, like, crafted, it's not in its raw material state, we have it all crafted up. Cambion Drift, we still got a few things that we need to collect. I do actually need to double check these because I have done a few Isolation Vault bounties. So I might have picked up a few more of these things as we've gone through. And I've also been collecting parts of the Sporothrix and the Aaron Spinoza. I need one more part from each. So I might well do that off camera, I don't know yet. And then, yeah, moving further on, we have everything we need from Duviri, pretty much everything we need from Zariman, bar a few Void Plume Pinions and Void Plume Quills. My god. Sanctum Anatomica, again, just a few Voca that we're going to need. Railjack's done. And then the ones over here, Ophelia I haven't actually looked at, but Elara, we are going to need just a few more alloy plates. We're very nearly there. And then we're going to have to recollect all the oxium after I used it all for the oroxium alloy. And then the rest I need to check, other than Deimos, where we've got everything. So yeah, cryo is going to be the biggest issue. So we'll just quickly pop back to the ship and round out the video.
Alright guys, so a pretty successful week. Very successful week actually for resource gathering. We are basically there actually. It is just going to be like the cryo that's going to take a while. The Oxium is actually pretty straightforward to farm. I think the Oxium won't take me more than a couple hours to get everything that we're going to need. But the cryo, I think, will take me somewhere in the region of between 5 and 8 hours, depending on how lucky my cat feels. So yeah, that's going to be a nightmare. We'll probably have to just dedicate a whole week to doing that. But once it's done, and then we'll be able to craft absolutely everything. So potentially next week will be the moment that we just hit craft on everything. That's my plan in my head. But we'll have to wait and see. So anyway, thanks guys for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one, guys.